Hello students, welcome once again. Today we are going to study class 8 SST, lesson 7, rivers of Assam. In Assam, there are mainly two rivers, that is Brahmaputra river and Barak river. Brahmaputra rivers we will study in details now. See, Brahmaputra and Barak are the two major rivers of Assam. Several tributaries flow into these two rivers. The Brahmaputra and its tributaries receive water from rivers of Tibet, Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Assam, Meghalaya, Bhutan, Sikkim. The river Brahmaputra. Brahmaputra is 2,906 km from its source to mouth. Okay, to explain it, let us take another paper. See, the total length of Brahmaputra is 2,906 km from the source to mouth. The source of Brahmaputra is Chimayongdong Glacier in Kailash Mountain in Tibet. See, in Tibet there is a mountain named Kailash Mountain, and in this particular mountain there is a glacier called Chimayongdong Glacier, and the source of Brahmaputra river is that particular Chimayongdong Glacier, and from this Chimayongdong Glacier the Brahmaputra start flowing and it's end in the Bay of Bengal. And the total length I have already said 2,906 km, and in Tibet only it covers 1,700 km. 1,700 km covers in Tibet, and in Tibet the name of this Brahmaputra river is Tasangpo or Sangpo, but in India it is called by the different names we will study afterwards. But let us see now, in Tibet it is called Tasangpo or Sangpo, and the total length of Brahmaputra river in Tibet only is 1,700 km. Okay. See, it changes its course and follows southwards and enters the plain near Parishagat. The local name of the river is Siang in the upper region of Arunachal Pradesh. That is, we will take the paper again. See, from the source, Brahmaputra starts flowing towards east, and when the river Brahmaputra enters in India, it starts flowing towards south, and after flowing some distance towards south, it again starts flowing towards west. And then finally it follows towards south and it meets with Bay of Bengal. In the state Arunachal Pradesh, the Brahmaputra river is known by the name Siang, Siang, Siang. In the state Arunachal Pradesh, the name of Brahmaputra river is Siang. Mind you, student, I have already said that the river Brahmaputra in Arunachal Pradesh is known by Siang. And see, the length of the course of the river is 640 kilometers in Assam, and in the state Assam the total length of river Brahmaputra is 640 kilometers, and this 640 kilometers is known as Brahmaputra. In Assam only the total length of the river is 640 kilometers, and this 640 kilometers in Assam is known by Brahmaputra. We have already seen. Let us revise once again. In Tibet it is known by Tasangpo or Sangpo, in Arunachal Pradesh is known as Siang, and in Assam it is known as Brahmaputra river, and we will find later on in Bangladesh it is also known by the other names. See, in Assam, when the river Brahmaputra enters it from Sadia to Dhubri. Sadia is the first point where the Brahmaputra rivers enter, and its end in the districts Dhubri, and this total distance of the river Brahmaputra is 640 kilometers in Assam only, and this 640 kilometers is known by the name Brahmaputra. And when it enters in Assam, the current of the river, the speed of the river, it's very slow, because very gentle, it's very slow, because the speed of the river is much more in hilly areas, that is in Tibet, in Arunachal Pradesh Himalayan region. But when it enters in Assam, the speed of the river is very gentle. Here is a very plain area, so the speed of the river is very slow. Majuli is the biggest river island in the world, and it is formed by the river Brahmaputra, and the total area of Majuli is 514 square kilometer. See, the river crosses Dhubri and transverse and enters Bangladesh. After Dhubri, the river Brahmaputra enters in Bangladesh. In Bangladesh, it joins Ganga and flows some distance. The river is called Padma here. We know that Ganga is called Padma in Bangladesh, but when Brahmaputra river joins with Ganga, the name of the Brahmaputra also become Padma. The river Barak flows and joins east and the river Meghna in Bangladesh. We will study afterwards when we will start the river Barak. Okay, now see, in Bangladesh, the length of the Brahmaputra is 450 kilometers. We have already seen in Assam, the length of Brahmaputra river is 640 kilometers, and in Bangladesh, the length of Brahmaputra river is 450 kilometers. Now see, flood and erosion. During the rainy season, the north bank tributaries carry large amount of sediments from the Himalayas. When heavy rainfall occurs in the Himalayan region, the river and its tributaries used to carry large amount of sediments. These sediments are deposited on the plain of the river bed. That is, when the sediments deposited on the river bed, the rivers fails to carry all the water, so it results in flood. When the river fails to carry all the water, it floods the side of the river. The area near the rivers, it become flooded. Due to several years deposition activities, the river bed of Brahmaputra and the Barak become very shallow. That is, when the sediments start depositing in the river bed, the river become very shallow, and which result in flood. From 1954 till date, more than 2500 villages have been totally destroyed by erosion on the both banks of the Brahmaputra, along with its fertile lands, grassland and marshland. That is, from the year 1954 to till date, so many villages were being destroyed by Brahmaputra river. Now see, economic importance. We know that the river transport is cheap means of transport system, and Brahmaputra is only the big river in Assam, so it also help in many ways. For example, if we think in economic perspectives, then you will find that this river helps us in many ways in the transportation for goods and services, for so many fishes. River Barak river originates from Moran, situated in Nagaland and Manipur border. That is, there is a place named Moran, where in this particular place is in the border of Nagaland and Manipur. It is Moran, and Barak river originates from that particular place, which is named as Moran. The river flows through Manipur in a southwest direction and takes northward direction near Manipur. The river flows through Kachar district in Assam, covering north part of Hailakandi and Karimganj districts. In Assam, we can say that it follows through three districts of Assam, that is Kachar, Hailakandi and Karimganj. And the total length of the river Barak is 900 km length. It stretches about 30 meters to 300 meters wide. In some areas you will find this 30 meters wide, and in some areas you will find it is 300 meters wide. In Assam, the Barak river is 27 small and big tributaries. There is 27 small or big tributaries are there in Assam, which follows towards Barak. Now the exercise. Right answers. Name the glacier which is source of Brahmaputra river. It is Chimayongdong glaciers. In which mountain? It is in Kailash mountain. Okay. What is the total length of Brahmaputra river? We know very well. 2,906 kilometer. In which country is the source of Brahmaputra river? That is Tibet. What is the shape of the river in upper course? That is V shape. Name the countries through which Brahmaputra river flows. It is Tibet, India and Bangladesh. Now choose and write the correct answer. Canyons are geographical features found in lower mouth upper course of the river. That is, the correct answer is upper course of the river. Bedded rivers are generally seen in plain areas. Flood plains are formed due to the river erosional. Barak river flows through 3 districts of Assam. Match the following.